na me get the loudest voice. No, I stop dey shout.
Telling me to allow you to speak finish. I cannot. The reason is because I see the future from the start.
Let me. Can I speak? No. Let me speak. Stop cutting me off. If you see Alakija daughter, you go feel full am talk.
There's no problem. Most likely, maybe not.
Okay, I go give you no. Where you want see am full am talk? You go club, you see say somebody chop.
Figures, yeah. Nobody shows walking.
My man, I'm not talking about that type of room. I know you talk room where you dey go do truth or dare. See, listen to me.
Question. Do you think couples have to be opposite to have a healthy relationship? Meaning, the further apart they are in character, the better their chances of a healthy relationship.
Okay. Personally, I feel like people naturally gravitate to what they are used to. So I'll give an instance. As a man, you're not necessarily looking for what is opposite of your taste or your virtues or your qualities as a man. You're looking for someone that's similar or closer to your norm than you are. So there's a popular saying, men tend to look for a woman that portrays their mothers, right? Mm. So, and I truly believe in this in terms of when you gauge a man's life, he most likely tends to end up with a woman that is of similar characteristics and traits from what he's used to in terms of his mother. So when you find, like, I give myself as an example, the woman I'll probably end up with, thank God, she's a beautiful girl. Anyways, yeah, so the woman I would most likely end up with, she's 95% identical to my woman. She's an entrepreneur.
Your woman.
Your mother.
Sorry, my mom.
A person like without
Sorry. Anyway, to my mom, yeah. So she gives me the same traits, the same similarities. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm 100% or 95% identical to my mom, but just what I'm trying to buttress is personally I look out in terms of qualities and criteria for a woman. And naturally, my natural habitat is, or my natural behavior is to gravitate towards a woman that shows me or possesses the qualities that my mother already have. So,
okay. So to that point, maybe before you continue, to that point, don't you think that agrees more with that statement?
Not opposite.
So let me explain, right? So I generally think most men find in women things they cannot necessarily provide for themselves or do for themselves. So when you talk about your mother, right, then she mothered you, right? She provided for you, cooked for you, catered to you in the sense that you actually don't want to do for yourself, right? So it means you are looking for somebody that can do what you cannot do. So, and what you were talking about, you actually focused a lot on the little things. So let me give you an example, right? I think a relationship, in my opinion, a healthy relationship is a reflection of you or what you lack. What you lack, right? So you look at your wife. If she's compassionate, 9 times out of 10, you actually don't get emotions. So she's balancing it. There's a balance in the relationship. If she's very disciplined, you will lack discipline. If she's calm and composed, you go say your head no day all right now. So you guys are actually far apart. There's that balance is you provide this and she provides this. And then have them create that balance in the relationship.
Like, is this a statement of fact?
No. This one is my
In your
opinion.
marriage, is that what it is?
Yes, I think so.
Your wife decrease?
I decrease.
You decrease?
Yeah.
You like the calmest guy who I know now. And your wife come.
For me, it's not. If you're going to
you know they're outgoing.
I think
your wife know they're outgoing.
I think it's just a spectrum. So I know
I don't think you have to be opposite.
I know they're as outgoing as you.
No, you know they're outgoing in any sense. Your coffee at 9 o'clock.
Outgoing as you, but compared to
that's a wrong perspective.
Compared to her, I'm very far. You get
very outgoing.
Yeah, I know they're as outgoing as you, but compared to her,
the problem you're having is you define outgoing as nightlife. He doesn't do nightlife.
Outgoing is not nightlife.
Okay, so he goes out probably more than anyone in the circle.
More than who? You.
Yeah, more than
You
probably
now.
myself and I don't know. Would you agree that Ferrari goes out more than you do?
I think.
Are you saying?
What are you saying going out?
I mean,
Because
don't-
Ferrari does not go anywhere that me I've seen that.
okay, that's what you're privy to, or that's your knowledge level.
My
in
man,
terms of
I
his
think,
life.
I think.
But I think his life, like he's not the regular 9 to 5. I'm more likely, and I'll tell you this, and why I respect this guy as a person is, I have the typical 9 to 5 life, and once a blue moon on the weekends, I have a great night out. His life is a bit different. He has his 9 to 5 from Mondays to Friday, but in between, he can still accommodate things like whatever you want to think you do on a normal day, just let it not be by night. There is no place, nowhere, no event you would invite him from Monday to Sunday. I'm extending past the Friday marker, Monday to Sunday, as long as the nightlife is not.
That doesn't count as outgoing to me.
No, then you're defining nightlife as
then your
outgoing.
definition then becomes
As your definition of outgoing is then
now
nightlife.
yes on nightlife.
And that's not it.
Okay, see.
Do you understand me?
But it's almost the same thing. Like,
No.
Let's
No,
let's
We make
not
this problem.
let's
It's
not
now on preference.
let's not push or pass.
Do you understand? There's a life outside.
But let me just
Chilling,
let me
vibing.
just get.
You know,
Let's make sure that we're on the same page. Yeah. Your question is. Can you take me through your question again?
Let me use. I can't. This three of
It's
us
very
are in
simple.
relationships, so I think it's
Do you
even easier
think-
to use. I can't
No,
really
no.
use-
Just give me your question. I just want to
The
manage.
question is,
Please,
the
you don't
idea
need to
is
put
the
that out
further
there.
apart, the further apart you are, in terms of characteristics, like character traits, the more the chances of
Compatible?
being healthy. Yes.
Or the more compatible, yeah.
Yes.
I believe so. In my relationship, me and my partner are miles apart in terms of everything.
Yeah.
And what that has done is it's left room for me to create a scenario where I find myself wanting to adapt. So in that adaptability, compatibility comes in. How do I mean? My partner she can't be in almost any social setting. It's not her style. For me, I'm the life of the party. I want to be in the center of the room. I want to be talking. So that attraction, when I see her, I'm enthused. I'm like, what's going on here? It sparks something in me. That is me personally. And almost every other thing, you know, I look at how organized she is about life and how messy I am about mine. Like, I'm just on the go, like, Papa, we move. And she's like, she has to schedule, she has to plan. And because I know that I lack these things, it's like, yes, I appreciate it more. So it's like missing bricks, and then it comes to form the whole home. So I agree totally with your statement. In my own case, I would beg to differ on his take.
all right. So to be honest, I really wanted to jump into like when Frank was speaking. Like personally, I feel the direct opposite of this scenario. Like I feel like what makes a great relationship is finding a lot of similarities in your behavioral or your thought process. I mean, why do I say so?
Value system.
There is a common practice or it's a norm. Men are attracted, and I keep repeating this, men are attracted to what they are accustomed to. So, and I truly believe it is played out.
Do you believe that?
I'm about to give the
You're
example.
attracted to what you're accustomed
about
to.
to give the
Like
example.
what attracts you is what you see every other day.
I'm about to give the example.
I don't think so.
I'm about to give the example.
Do you think so?
Let
Hey,
it land.
I'm
Okay,
about
yeah,
to crush
go
it
on,
here.
go on.
Would you say your wife is similar to your mother? Yes or no?
Like 99.9%.
Okay.
100% his wife is similar. Would you say your wife is similar?
Okay,
to
I
your mother?
want
Let's
to-
just-
I want
wait,
to-
wait,
I
Let's
want
see
to-
where he's driving us to. Let's see where he's taking us
Maggie,
to.
Yeah.
I just want a yes or no answer.
Yeah.
Would you say your wife is similar
No,
to your
my
mother?
wife is not similar to my mom.
Okay. I beg to differ. I think your wife is more or
I
less
also agree.
90% of your mother.
It's me now.
And I come back to myself and I ask myself ultimately as well, would I say my wife is similar to my mother?
But I think I don't think so. Like that's
So,
the
tell
what
me.
spectrum are you viewing it through? Because I have I have knowledge that obviously that I have on my hand, and I know that there are certain things that you want in a partner. Do you understand that you seek in a partner, and they're not similar to you? And I'm speaking to all of you, like as in, I know when you be they cut babes, like we went to school together. There were certain things you were looking for. You wanted something, there was a feist you were looking for. This was when we were younger boys. Do you understand? Like my man, I'm talking about like, and you too, it's the same thing. Like, so I think the question should be, because you find out a lot of things, and I have to say this. The people that we settle for eventually as partners are not most likely the people that we are most attracted to.
Bro, this is where you lose me. I'll tell you why.
But then wait, hold on.
Okay.
So what you've said,
Yeah,
it's not necessarily false.
yeah.
It's just maybe the
False.
wrong
It's
thinking.
misinterpreted.
Nah.
There's a
Nah.
misinterpretation.
My man, like, see, like my man, I don't.
Let's break it to you.
Let me say something to you. I'm not. See, my words. I don't want you to take them out of context, and I
restate
need.
yourself,
I'm
yeah.
not
No,
restating.
he's not changing, he's not
There's
changing.
my words don't change. Before I talk, I think. Listen, let me say to you, my man, that I am attracted to Lady A. Doesn't mean that I'm going to settle with Lady A.
Okay.
There are things that are going to bind me to Lady A, and it's like the Bonnie and Clyde. Do you understand? Like she brings out the fire in you. Then when you're about to take that step, because marriage is a step, and what most people do not understand is, like, I'm fresh out marriage class, so I'll say this, like they tell you, live with who you can tolerate.
Okay.
Because you're no longer doing moments anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why we now find ourselves in a position where we now start discounting these things. Ifoma, once I meet Ifoma, once we start a gist like this, Ifoma, they spark this thing in me. Then once we go this, Ifoma, we go club, Ifoma go scatter the club, I go there the middle. Yes, this night Ifoma. Then I remember that, oh boy, but when me and Ifoma start this fight like this, Ifoma, they break things for house. Now, I meet Ada. Ada is on the reserved side. She doesn't bring out the fire as much as Ifoma does. And she's never going to bring out that side of, say, she goes scatter everywhere. To be very honest, when I'm making my assertion, when I'm making my comparison, once I just remember, I say, oh boy, no be every week I go to buy TV when me and Ifoma dey. Now that will carry now. It's simple. So I do, like, I'm not saying to you, I'm saying to you attraction, because that's what you said.
Yeah.
And attraction, I found it that people that attract me the most are people that I'm very dissimilar from. That's me personally. So in my,
You still want to settle down with those type of people as well?
yes, I no, like as in, do I want to settle down with them?
The people that are dissimilar to you.
Yes. I that's why I said to you, I agree with you.
You went on the contrary to what you said earlier.
How do you mean?
You were trying to make a point that, you know, you are attracted to these people, right? But you settle down with the other people, the other side of people.
No, I said to you, when you're settling down,
Yes.
attraction now plays a very small part. It will play like 40%
So who are
part.
you more attracted to though?
As in-
Toxic or not toxic? For you?
It's not toxic. Like I say, why does the
What makes you
why does the template, like,
Give 2 examples.
my
One is
man?
saturating.
Okay, let me not use.
So I
Let me
will
not
term
use.
saturating as toxic.
My man, see.
And not saturating.
Like,
calm as
have you?
non-toxic.
I want to ask you a
So I
question.
want to know.
I want to ask you a
Give
question.
me 2
Have you?
examples
You
you
dated
gave.
a lot, yeah? You dated a
Not
lot.
really. I wouldn't say I
Okay,
did.
I dated a lot.
Yeah.
I've been with babes where they make me feel like a rock star.
Of course.
They make me feel like, say, last night in the world, guy. And I swear to you, you find yourself on some days when you're with your normal partner, you remember the highs of those relationships because you just smile and say, oh boy, I really did this. Because you might have settled for, which in most cases we do, a normal life. Then you
What's a normal life?
like a scandal-free life. Is it buzz? It's not buzz. It's more like a normalcy. Like as in there's no caution sign.
This is where
No,
maturity kicks in.
it's not maturity.
No, I will explain something, Frank. See,
My
hold
man.
on, hold on.
Okay.
Before Ferrari jumps in, I just want to
Yeah.
make a statement.
Yeah.
Very few people settle for normalcy. Do you realize that?
How do you mean?
So there's very few people that.
Are you
get
joking?
it. I'm just saying. And we can argue this on a different or a later segment.
Yeah.
So there's very few people that go into a relationship and, like you said, I've experienced a high with this girl, and I don't see the downside.
Yeah.
I just choose to go for normalcy.
No,
When-
you always see the downside.
I'm just saying. That's why I say like the reason why we pick the perfect one is we're looking holistically, right? So if everyone was ever to judge based on highest of highs and lowest of lows, we would probably all end up with the most toxic babes because that toxicity.
But that's not, you see,
Wait,
don't always,
wait.
always
Why-
be the
why does it-
player.
why-
They have
why-
two
Wait.
options.
The example is given in his case. He should naturally end up with the most toxic babe because that girl gives him the highest of high
And lowest of lows.
and also lowest of lows, right? And he's trying to make the point that he always ends up with someone that's like opposite of himself.
It's not
Now-
always end
That's what I
up.
was trying
I
to
said to
The
you,
opposite of
as
Francis.
as a man,
I think he said something about
my
you end
man.
up with someone you can't
Once
tolerate.
as
I
a
think
man,
Tolerate,
see,
right?
see,
So
it's
then
important
you
to
cancel
define.
that factor of who takes you
My
highest.
man, define.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, so
important
then
to
there's
define
no point of
that
even-
marriage,
You prefer
marriage,
mind over-
marriage
Oh,
is
no,
a life.
mature man would always prefer.
What does a
peace of
mature
mind,
man
right?
mean?
So
I
My
will-
man,
we all have to
Let me-
define
let me-
this.
let me-
I don't
let me-
think the
let me
case he
help
was
you
making
understand. See,
was a
I
mature
feel
man.
at the early stages of your life when it comes to relationships, right? You actually don't know as much as you think you know.
Okay.
Right?
I know.
So you can explore, you can meet girls that drive you crazy.
Sure.
You know,
100%.
When you guys are, having the peak,
Sally
of your,
Poppy.
the peak of your relationship, things are messing with your head. You're feeling too many butterflies, and the lows are
Ex-COVID.
very, very low. Like
Yo.
you want to go crazy. Now, when you get to date a woman, right?
somebody
stable,
on your bacalon.
right? Yeah, somebody that is stable. What they bring to your life is some form of stability. Meaning the highs are not as high and the lows are not
As low,
It's
yeah.
just here.
Stability.
Now
Yeah.
that is where you can start finding the woman to marry. Right?
I'm
Because-
sorry, is this an Igbo thingy? Because, hey, guess what? I feel like my wife is Cardi B reignited.
That's what you want now.
Yeah, that's what I feel I have. So
How do you mean?
I feel like the woman I'm about to marry
Yeah.
is a Cardi B. She's a bad bitch that knows when to be a bad bitch.
Your wife na
and
bad bitch.
knows when to be
Let him
morally disciplined. So I want to know, like, the example of the woman you're giving now is not one that has both lives in the same person. It's one that has a certain high that is capped.
No.
So do you think?
Like, sorry, I need to understand. When you
No,
say,
no,
wait.
I'll actually ask you. Let me ask you the question, right? So this is what I think is happening to you, right? Now I think you have a very, very good knowledge of who your spouse
partner
to be,
is, yeah.
right? But maybe your too much experience is actually affecting your objectivity,
100.
right? So if we all know her, right? But I don't think if we talk well now and we ask each other questions, we will come to the same conclusion you come to.
Yeah.
Right? And all of us are seeing it objectively.
There's a difference in freaking the shits and Cardi B.
And Cardi B, to calm down. They're
Do you
not-
understand?
They're not the same people.
But that's the bad bitch that knows when to be. She
No,
can never
I
be a
think
bad
you're
bitch.
getting
even the
my man.
stable
I think
woman we're talking about.
like as in,
Even the
what do you
stable-
define? Sorry,
What
what
is
do you
the
define as a
definition of
bad bitch?
Exactly.
Oh, and this is why I feel like we're all getting south. For me, a bad bitch is someone that knows how to be bad, right?
Everybody knows how.
No. Oh. Do you believe everyone knows how to be bad?
What do you mean? Just
Sorry,
define
that's
your bad
zero,
bitch
zero.
to
Do
me.
you believe everyone knows how to be bad?
Like, some people are goody two shoes, so not everyone can be bad.
So not everyone can be bad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so there are a lot of women out there that don't know what it means to twerk or cannot twerk.
Is that your definition of
I'm just
being
saying,
bad?
I'm just
Give me
using
an example.
hypothetically.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what it means to
hypothetically.
twerk. Cannot
Okay.
twerk.
Cannot
probably,
twerk, yeah.
yes.
So would you say a woman that cannot give you whatever your fantasy? I'm just saying hypothetically. I'm not properly defining bad as a woman that can twerk, yeah. I'm just saying a woman that cannot give you the certain level of satisfaction, and I don't mean this only in a sexual context, yeah. If she cannot give you the satisfaction you need as a man or whatever that arouses you, and whatever that arouses you could be as much as
I bet you're just go off like my man when we dey school this na bad bitch. You know wetin bad bitch? Bad bitch na who dey stage men. You go hold different men. They stage them. Everybody go dey fear you because they know say if you group them, you go ground them. Like you ground everybody around you. You have no commitment to anybody. Like as in you are there for is a good time, a pleasurable time. You are ready to do anything that revolves no ties. You don't keep anything that revolves around ties.
No offense to anybody.
Yeah.
But I feel that's a small picking mindset of a bad bitch. And the reason why I say this is this.
Okay.
Is Cardi B a bad bitch?
As in, how do you
The
mean?
version of Cardi B that is married to Offset. Is she a bad bitch?
No, she's not.
And that's it. I think she still is a bad bitch.
My man.
And
See,
knows when
Can you give an example of like a bad?
So I will help you.
Let
I'll help you with
that's
why I
all.
think
All.
why this is why
And
I
the reason
think,
that,
this is
that's
why
why
I think
I would
Cardi
always
B is
use
a
a
bad
Cardi.
bitch. This is why I think
So
Cardi
you
B is
feel
a bad
Cardi
bitch.
is a bad bitch?
Yes.
No, I feel she's a bad bitch.
Thank you.
And
And that's
I will
what
call her a
both
bad
of us
bitch. My own might
She
turn out
knows
to be a
when
little
to
bit
turn
more
it up.
derogatory.
okay,
Knows
go
when
on,
to
go
turn
on.
it
Because the
down.
reason
That is
why
just a
Cardi
bad
B
bitch.
is
That's
not
a
a
bad
stripper
bitch.
With small
now
brain.
is because she has money. Meaning, if she actually does not have money now, she will go back to being a stripper.
Are you saying that anybody that's a stripper is a bad bitch?
No, come on. He's using it.
Because you're defining her by a
Cardi B,
job.
I'm using Cardi B.
When I talk about stripping,
That's
see
why
maybe
that's
see
why I was going
that's
for
I
a
think
bomb.
that's the
But
thing.
let's not
No, I think no.
Let's not digress
Who-
to stripping.
or what
Let's
is a
focus
bad
on
bitch
this.
or
Like this is very
Bad
simple.
bitch, sorry.
Exactly. So
I've told
Okay,
you.
a bad bitch.
I
If
just
not, keep going.
didn't I just
Sorry,
define my own
let me
definition of a
Let me try
bad
to
bitch?
define a bad bitch, yeah? And please do not take me in actual words for what I'm saying. I feel like a bad bitch is someone that knows how to do bad stuff. Bad stuff could be as little as kissing. Right? This context, yeah? I'm not saying anything more than that.
Yeah.
So a bad bitch is someone that knows how to do the bad stuff and knows when to do it.
What's the equivalent
Okay,
of
sir.
bad bitch in guys?
Yeah, that's I swear that's what I wanted to ask him. What's a bad guy? Who's a bad
who's
guy?
a bad guy?
That guy and a
is
bad
someone
guy.
that gives you a bad boy persona. So you see, and I'll give you an example.
What's a bad boy
I'll give you an
persona?
example.
So like me and
I'll
Frank.
give you an
A
example.
bad guy gives a bad boy
I'll
persona.
give
What's
you
a
an
bad boy
example. Wait,
persona?
no, let me just short you let me
Shut
give-
us up. Go on.
There's a certain program that is occurring in Nigeria. It's called Big Brother Nigeria, right? They have this character called Dex. Bad boy Dex, right?
Okay.
So bad boy Dex is not someone that would go around flirting with different women, but they call him bad boy Dex because there's a perception that he knows them bad boy thingy and knows when to portray that bad boy image.
I just think
Perfectly. So,
I genuinely
there's
just
never
think
been a
no
period-
I
What
genuinely
name bad
no
boy Dex?
I think you're getting it wrong.
Adekunle. What name bad boy
I
Dex?
think you're getting it wrong.
So tell me.
Adekunle has a very official vibe to him. Have you listened to his story?
It's very
listen
official,
now.
he looks
He's
official.
like listen now. Comes from the work sector, everything. According to him, he's been caged all his life. So this is his attempt as loosening up. Do you understand?
Sorry, the only objection I have is, did he get the bad boy Dex? based on
Listen,
his
just
attempt
listen
to
now.
loosen up?
gave him
Listen
bad
now.
It's been bad boy
Listen now.
That's been his nickname,
Big
right?
man,
He gave
listen.
himself or people
Just
I don't care,
listen.
like, I'm just saying.
Yo.
Definition is not clear.
Like it's
Yeah,
very
that's
see.
it now.
This thing is not tough.
Yeah.
You're going
We're
like
trying
as,
to-
it's not hard.
No, the difference.
No,
from
you're
the
making
two
it hard. It is very easy.
I think
I
you're-
asked you who be bad guy. Like guy, if you dey street, who be bad boy? Bad boy now who dey smoke igbo. Who there for
So
club?
that
No,
you know,
that's
you are,
wrong profiling for me.
Then there's,
that's
I think
wrong
we should
profiling.
come up with
What?
a different term before.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Bad
If we
boy
can't
for you,
define
bad
what
boy
bad
means
boy or
someone
bad
that's
girl
doing
is,
bad
then
things.
we're just going to.
My man,
that's the thing.
my man.
What does bad boy for you
Genuinely,
mean?
genuinely.
Someone that's doing bad things. Because
That-
that's what you're defining bad,
Bad boy for me
Yeah, it's
is
someone that's doing
what.
bad
Listen to me. Bad boy for me is someone
That's doing
who
things you
does.
cannot do.
Just listen now. Yo, G, calm.
Sorry, I apologize.
Bad boy for me is someone who would do things that society would deem as cool.
Fair.
Do you understand?
So where do you, based on your own moral compass, would you say a bad boy does things that are more in line with your own behavioral?
You get anywhere where I will come out where you say I be good boy.
Nowhere, bro.
So, like, as in, it's not about moral compass. It's just like some people have that outlook. If they all come, you say, oh, but he's not a company man, a good guy. Some people will come. There are people in the banking sector. They wear their suit
So
and
my
tie.
question to you,
There are
I
just
try to
2 or
define
3
this.
things they will do. You say, this guy is a bad man.
Okay.
Do you understand?
So on this
Yeah.
point, right?
Define me. Am I a bad boy?
You are not a bad boy.
You're not a bad boy, you're a good boy.
I'm a
nah.
good boy.
Yeah, you are not a bad boy because on this point it's the same thing. If we spin it, then
Because
your
you say-
girl is not a bad girl.
My what?
Is your girl a bad girl?
But he limited it, and that's why I asked
No,
him
but
this
then that's the
question.
point I was trying. That's what I was saying. When you say it like that, you actually make
Your
it like
babe,
when somebody
your-
sees her
my man,
and stays beside her
Yeah,
for like
she like
30
she's
minutes.
going to get
They come
bad
up
girl
with person
vibe.
are like,
Guy,
bad
if
girl.
anybody that sits down with your wife for
That's my
5 minutes
definition.
is going to get.
That's why I
Yo,
keep on
this is
asking.
a
That wife-
this is a wife.
That wife,
This is a wife material.
That's what we're saying.
That's
we're missing.
that's why I said to you.
But
Your
my
definition
was
is.
clear. I said someone that knows
The
how to
term,
swing.
the term.
My man,
wasn't there.
my man, I think
It was
you are.
not
That's.
working.
Do you know how we got to all these places? That I said to you that you're mistaking a freak in shit to Cardi B. They are not the same
They are not
thing.
the same thing.
What your wife does for you in private, when you guys are within the 4 corners of your home, is between you guys. If she
Yes.
turns to a porn star
She
or
dey
if she's a
split,
stripper
she dey split,
or whatever,
split
if she dey split, that's between
that's
you
between-
guys.
I
Once she
mean, it has
comes
nothing to
out,
do with-
once she comes out the room, we don't get that vibe.
As in-
It's not even there. We don't even see it at all. Like when I see your wife, I'm like, Mother Mary. Like, so you can't tell me she's a bad girl.
Mother Mary.
Guy, the worst thing when your babe never do now wear mini skirts. Like what are we on about? You don't know wetin be bad girl. Babis go there, they smoke for club. Chicha go come out from
Does
2
smoking
nose
make a
with
bad boy
ear.
a bad girl?
My man, because of the way we are
Personal.
here
Wait,
in
this is
Nigeria, we're not
This is a bad
advanced.
boy now.
We're not
He's
advanced.
bad boy.
Like Frank is 100%. He walks into the room, give him
I
5 minutes.
swear.
You already know he's a
Bad
bad boy.
boy
Is
vibes.
it? That's what. See,
Gee, but
if
there's
you
no
wait-
one that reeks bad boy vibes more than Frank in himself, and is a proper, like, would you say Frank is a proper bad boy then?
what is a bad boy?
So I don't know. I just want you to define, because for me, I know where my measuring stick is. If you ask me, is Frank a
My
bad
man
boy?
will go pull up any side. That's what I said
What
to you.
Me personally, I believe yes.
Yes, I would
Yes,
say yes
sir.
as well. Yes.
That what?
Is
bad
Frank a
boy.
bad boy?
Yes.
Of course.
Is he a proper bad boy? Yes.
Yes.
Fuck off.
Hey. But on the reals, like that's the same level. Like, and I feel that this is where we draw a discrepancy in between a woman and a man. So when we define a bad boy or a bad woman, it should be someone that knows when to pull out. Because the thing is this.
That knowing thing.
No, but that's
But
and wait.
I understand what he's saying.
What
but
does
I
it
think
mean?
you are-
Does
you-
it-
Can you
No,
can you
no.
give me a bad girl in Nigerian
I
context?
use you as a proper example.
Give me a
because-
bad girl, cause nobody. Give me give me okay.
And I give you my wife, and I keep giving this, like, instead of
Man,
that's
stop
it
it,
now.
stop
Not
it.
true.
We are telling you, stop
telling
giving
you
us your
it's not
wife. My man, in Nigerian context, give us a Nigerian bad girl.
a Nigerian bad girl.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Nigerian bad girl. I have to think a bit deeply about.
So we don't have any bad girls that you have to be
Why are you
thinking.
thinking so much?
Why you
No,
thinking so
because-
much?
Because the truth is this.
You dey
Like,
fear?
What do
if
you know?
your limit is you're using your wife
He's
as your
home.
limit,
Like,
that means maybe to give bad job. Like,
like as in, bad girls supposed to pull your
It's
hand.
not like I don't have them at the palm, like at my palm, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want to define a girl, and it comes out and she's not in line with my own definition or my own
But what?
Chairman, what's your definition of a bad girl? We have asked you this
So,
since.
okay, let me give you examples. I always like to give examples of everything I do. This is going to be a very controversial example, but I feel like Venita is a bad girl.
Which Venita?
Yeah, Venita.
Big brother Venita.
Is a bad girl or a mean girl?
In my definition, because she knows. Sorry.
They're different.
My bro, you asked me to define, right? And I've just given you an
Venita is a mean girl.
Calm down.
Mean
I'm
girl.
Just, giving you an
Just
example.
mean, like.
Can you let me explain why I'm terming her as a bad girl? I'm just giving you an example in terms of what's my definition of a bad girl. Someone that she can live both worlds in terms of, if you take Venita to a strip club, she probably blends in. If you take her to a club, she probably blends in. You take her to the office, she can blend in. So she knows when to turn up the bad bitch. She knows when to bring out the bad side of her.
Now multiple
So
personality
the
they
bad side,
find.
as in, I don't
Like, and you just they describe people with
Are
multiple.
you
for
saying
you.
because she can change personality, she becomes a bad girl?
Wait.
Yeah.
If you say Benita is a bad girl,
Yeah.
what will you classify Messi as?
Like, what's Lambo?
Okay. Messi.
Eh,
The reason why I didn't use her as a
bad
I
girl.
didn't use her as a bad girl is because many people could argue or come up to me and say, but she's not a good girl, or she doesn't know when to turn it off. Because she's
but-
always
What's the saying?
So
That
that's what
you
you are
thinking when to
you are
turn
saying
up
bad
and
girl
turn
at the same time.
I don't
you have to
understand
put
that
good
thing,
inside
bro.
the-
Eh?
Is that this person is a bad boy?
Bad girl, bad girl. This is not complex.
Sorry guys.
Okay, which
If you want to ask
Nigeria?
me what is a bad girl, should I say every stripper in Nigeria is a bad girl?
No, we're not. If you give us an example,
Taurus.
When
No,
we
that's the
fantastic
example.
when we go to the strip club,
that's the example
listen
that
to
I'm
me.
point.
We're in the strip club. Me and you are in the strip club.
Yeah.
When we go to the strip club,
Yeah.
me and you see girls and we know that these girls are not bad. Yes or yes?
Fair enough, yeah. We
So
do
what you?
see
So
we
it's
see a couple
not.
of strippers.
You need to understand
But-
that stripping is an
but my brother,
occupation.
Where you would differentiate, or where we exempt ourselves from the rest of the public is, me and you go to the strip club.
Yeah.
We see, like, if we see 15 strippers, we see 5 that are not bad, that we term based on our
The
definition,
definition
of bad.
bad. Yeah.
So we term like 5 that are not bad. And our brothers that are in the strip club with us, they look at these girls like,
Bad
based on the event.
Based on their own understanding.
That they
Yeah,
are bad.
that's what I'm saying. That's you now. They give us your own. Okay, you agree to this. You come. They give us your own spectrum. Say your wife bad.
Sorry.
For what standard? Your wife bad?
No.
Not bad,
Like,
no.
my house.
Sorry.
Now yours is bad, you know. For your compound,
Sorry. Bad
compound bad.
So I missed a crucial part, which is I was defining a particular segment of girls, which is bad bitch. I wasn't just defining bad girls. I was defining a particular segment, which is girls that know, like I did initially. I stated, well, my definition of a bad bitch is a woman that knows when to turn it off, and I particularly use Cardi as an example. You know when.
Why
to
does a
turn
bad
it
bitch
off.
need to turn it?
that's
Hold on.
that's why I keep on.
So,
it's not even making sense in
for
my
what
head.
you are
That
saying,
turning off
remember,
and on.
Why
I
bad
tried-
bitch need turn off?
I tried pulling you back a couple of times so you understand that what you're saying doesn't necessarily align properly. So when you say bad bitch and you then go to explain something totally different from what a bad bitch is, it messes with our head.
Yeah.
Because what you're explaining, every man can say their woman can spin in the room.
No
When they
worries.
come out, the woman
Guys,
becomes
and I
queen of
apologize.
England.
This is why I see I've lost a lot of people in terms of I've defined a bad bitch based on my context of being able to turn it off. Every girl that can be bad is a bad bitch. That's the simple truth.
That
right?
can be
Every
bad.
girl that is bad is a bad
Guy,
bitch.
you never
That's
meet
the
you never
word
meet
bad
girls
bitch.
where they fear.
Not really though.
I genuinely never meet anybody like
Okay.
that.
What do you mean?
Like,
Let me tell you
I understand
something.
what he's talking
When, as a
about,
boy, now obviously men don't bam, but
Yeah.
see, as he be as a boy guy, they were babes that
you put them on the pedestal.
my man, you put them on a pedestal.
No.
Once you follow them talk eye to eye, you go know say they brought out something in you. Sweat. They'll make here.
I'm not
Sweat go
here.
full ground.
Me and you, we've been in such situations.
Yeah.
where we walk up to a girl, yeah, and we could clearly tell, like, oh, more, this girl is making us sweat. But that's the reason why we are not your average Joe. It's because based on we've been around those certain situations and we've been around probably the worst, the opposite stratosphere of those what that situation could escalate to. We could handle that. So you don't judge based on you walk into a situation and you meet someone that maybe is blows your mind. That should not be the definition.
It's not blow your mind.
So what's
Guy, let me tell you something. There are girls you
Something
talk
is
to.
hard
Listen
for
to
you.
me. There are girls you
Don't
walk
bring
up
that thing
to.
yet.
There are girls you walk up to. You can even tell from their demeanor, from the way. Listen now, from their demeanor, from the way they are accessing your conversation. You can tell that, oh boy, baby, I never tear. Do you understand?
150%.
There are babes you
But it
also
takes-
walk.
it takes
Listen,
different
there are
guys
babes.
to
There are
outline that.
babes
Yeah.
that you also walk up to. You will realize, say, oh boy,
I have overteared this.
my World Cup now this baby preseason. Do you understand? You come the wonder say, in such a scenario, as a guy, this is where you now say, oh boy, let me advise myself. You can meet two people.
Or some hard
They are
guys who
like
tried hard.
some guys. That's why, like, as in, you will never catch me sleeping, because guy, my situation
I mean, you're a bad
assessment they on the highest.
Bad boy.
No, it's simple, cause like I walk into the this thing immediately. I don't check. Oh boy, my 1 and 2s know they move this baby. My man, there's nothing you need to prove. Realize a match don't be and walk away.
I need to know what's your 1 and 2s when you make the statement 1 and 2s.
Oh, it's very, very simple now. You
what's
come
your
in
1
now.
and 2s?
Maybe say, like, there are babies that just by, say I move.
What
Just
move?
say I move, like
charisma.
say I step,
Yeah,
my charisma,
you
my
enter,
aura,
yeah.
my
How do you
aura.
enter, bro?
My man, if I step, you go no say man
enter
step
the
now.
place. No,
My
you
man, and then walk in, I won't get the complaints.
Walk in there.
Yeah, I can see. You understand? See.
When a man walks
In. Do you understand? The aura, like your aura, you go know. You get some babies way. Once you just enter, guy, as man, once you take 2 steps, do situation assessment. You look around.
look everywhere.
You go check. You go
Left
see
and
say.
right.
You go see say some few people don't they.
There's the reason why I asked this question, and I asked it very emphatically.
Yeah.
It's because I want to know, when you mean you take those steps,
Yeah.
do those steps come with walk-ins?
No.
The steps, see.
My man,
So
this
it's
you
not
get to a
all
point in your
steps,
life, You get to a point. You see, when I keep going back. I went to uni as a very small boy. I got into the university at the age of 15.
Bro.
I'm telling you facts.
Bruh.
Leave waiting with a pool then.
Bruh.
Do you understand? So I got into uni at the age of, and I have metamorphosed into the stages where I don't watch, say, you can fake it, yes. But when you fake it, who know? And you're not going to fool half the crowd. You fool the people maybe that are gullible. But those that know, they just do you small sighting and they'll push you off. Do you understand? When I was in uni then, I remember there were some baddies that I had no business talking to. But I could do 1 or 2 walk-ins and maybe it will allow me access to them. Now, if that access I have to them as at that point in time, I come use maybe funny man status or whatever, hold them for that small, retain them for that, my good, whatever. But it gets some, they call them queen baddies, where, guy, you're walking, now they're setting one, like as in, maybe then, I remember then, right, you been get moto for school, you understand? I get moto. That day, maybe I don't see, say, the baby moto pass my moto. I'll come tell her, say, Charlie, what's up? Make her come take your car, I take the hair, come out. I'll go, do sharp haircuts. Ghana, I know they had to do anything. Knack native, carry car. I just go. Maybe that day, I don't already do my walking, say 200 Ghana cedis. Now, I use come this setting. And if you pass, we know as we the stage am now, let's buy one Disorano. Guy, you go see, say, get babies way.
No wonder this boy come Nigeria.
Yeah, guys.
Try to make us some Disorano.
You understand? You get babies way, you go buy Disorano. Now bottle you buy, say they come this thing. You know say na cheap bottle, but just say na bottle. The baby don't already they say, oh, say this guy buy me, they solid. But you get babies where you they buy Disorano, she they interject for you.
As,
Say,
I'm sorry.
as in a day like this,
Yeah.
you say you get babes with the above like your league.
out of my league,
Okay.
I'll be very, very
What can you
honest
hear?
with
I wanna hear
you.
your
Except, one day realistic with yourself. My man, there are ladies. See, let me tell you. If you come
I
as
need to take my
Adam,
glasses off
yeah?
for this.
if you come as Adam and Eve, a totally different thing. We know the Adam and Eve era again. Nobody they walk around naked with this is our land. My man, by societal status, by strata, by so many other things, by walk-ins, I talk like street boy. There are people that you meet and that you realize that engaging in this is mental suicide, is psychological damage to yourself.
And the main point will most likely be financial, right?
It's not just financial. Now let me explain to you. See, do you know why this is very funny for me? Because every time I go on my socials, I'm always seeing a new standard of what is normal and what is not normal. Do you understand? May we use the recent one. Somebody give 100K as Uber, it dey normal. Somebody spray 100K for wedding, it no dey normal. Somebody do this, but
So wait, if you have all the financial resources,
no, that's what I'm saying to
you
you.
say babe go see the above your.
You're not listening.
Our
Listen
side,
to
they
me
give up
now.
our
Listen to me.
countries. Our
I come to tell you, say
No.
no be about financial. It's not just
No,
financial.
it's above financial.
No,
So there's,
no,
there's
no.
a certain caliber that
My man.
finances take you to.
My
So
man,
I keep
listen,
using-
listen.
And I bank my answer
No.
straight, as I am, as
With the
I
way you
am.
My
feel
man,
like this.
listen.
Honest, as I am.
Taurus,
keep using my
Taurus,
my
Taurus,
bitch,
Taurus,
which is Cardi,
As
right?
I am.
Taurus.
Cardi
Listen,
is very
Taurus.
good.
We had it. We had
Taurus.
Taurus.
Any other person will
So
most
if I had
likely be
upside
Taurus.
down,
Listen, Taurus.
I
Listen.
probably won't be married
Listen,
to
listen,
Cardi
listen.
because I don't have that celebrity
See,
status.
my man.
So I feel that there are
My
still
man.
some girls.
I get question.
And there are
Actually,
very
With the
few.
money,
did-
you can enter
I
the
will
same
not
league.
be
with
Yes,
them.
but there are very few because
See.
think about it this way: how many celebrities in Hollywood
Yeah.
with just money have been able to break into that cycle?
What circle?
The celebrity cycle.
Do you know that
Just
they are
money.
the same way you
They
regard
are the
Cardi,
likes of-
the same way you regard Cardi? Do you know that there are people in a
There's
setting
Michael
that
Rubin.
feel that
deals with
accessing?
money.
Listen to me.
You
There are
understand?
people
There are
that
people that
feel
deals,
that.
but they are
No,
rare.
no, no,
Let me
no.
hear from
Listen
you.
to me. You see, as you dey take Cardi as your epitome of achievement.
yeah.
There are people that feel that Cardi is a stain on their personality.
Yeah, I can.
My man,
I can-
almost every corporate
I might
big
not- I'm
wig
not-
will say to
No,
you
no.
that, yo, I ain't doing that.
I won't
That's
do it.
tacky. That's trashy.
I won't do it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Yeah?
Something just happened here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I don't mean to be insulting.
Mm-hmm.
They said almost every corporate man,
Big wig. Yeah.
big league.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. In the context of what we're debating,
Yeah.
Cardi supersedes every one of us here added together.
Facts.
Two of us.
Facts.
As in, what are we talking about?
Now I
now?
want you to land. Facts.
So she supersedes every one of us.
My
Yes.
problem is your
But that was not the question
idea.
he asked.
You're not getting the
That's
question.
not the
Like, as
question
in,
he asked.
see,
He's about to talk about my idea. But
your idea of
Do you agree with this?
a hot babe, like, as in,
I
he's
didn't define her hotness based on
my
her
man.
popularity or
Okay,
anything.
no, you're
I
not
just
getting.
said my
This is
preference.
not popularity. You
So,
rate Cardi, yeah?
Cardi
Do you rate Cardi?
150%.
Do you rate Cardi? He doesn't.
doesn't, yes.
Do you understand? That's what I'm saying to you.
So
It
define my
differs.
rating her.
So listen to
Yes,
me.
that's what you
Stop
should
it.
define.
Like, I think if you stop
You
cutting,
were about to-
no, if you
so,
stop
make
cutting
your
me
point.
short, then you understand what I'm saying to you. This guy asked. Oh, sorry. He asked, "Is there any babe that's out your league?"
Yeah.
Do you understand?
buttressing
And
the
I
Cardi.
said, listen, you're cutting me off. He asks, is there any babe that's out your league? Or is it just financial? And I said to you, there are some people that you meet and you realize that if I delve in this, it's going to be emotional suicide to yourself. Then you give yourself an advice and walk away. It's not money.
Does that mean that
Let
she's
me
above your league?
no. It doesn't mean she's above your league.
Okay.
There is no lady that's above your league.
I just needed that.
If it's about directly above your league, no. Leagues are defined by only two things: your game and your funds.
Yes.
And in most cases, except you're a geek, sorry to say, corporate geek or something, or you're like, as in you're doxed on your computers or whatever it is, or you have no social life, the money and the chase for the money almost brings about game.
On this money topic,
Yeah.
I have something I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Right? Would any of you be able to? Would you be able to stay? I'm trying to figure out how to put the question, right? But if your babe has more money than you in marriage, would you be comfortable?
100. Yeah, I
For
would.
me personally, it doesn't affect my ego.
No, I think it does. I think it would do it.
That's what you think.
Frank, answer the question.
Why?
No, I think it would.
No, let him laugh.
Because for me, for you to have money,
Outside
money.
the
But
question.
how does this guy answer for himself, answer for Faye, then still want to answer for me?
Confidence.
What's going on? Like, as
Wait, what's
big
the
man,
answer?
what's his answer?
What's the answer
So,
first?
I
Let me
think-
Nate, answer
Wait,
for-
answer for
answer
since you're answering for
Ferrari.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prior to him getting in some certain situations in life, you understand, experiences brings about change. I believe the answer would have been yes, but I'm not sure as of today.
Okay.
If his answer would be yes.
But yours is you don't
Why you
mind,
so
yeah?
sure?
Mine emphatically is a yes.
You
And the
don't
reason
mind.
Why is this is because
Yes, you mind or yes, you don't mind.
no, yes, I don't mind, and the reason why I don't mind is because
That means no, you don't mind.
a lot of or whatever. I know I don't mind in this situation. Is a lot of us we dictate manhood with breadwinner, basically. It's a Nigerian norm. It's a societal norm.
Why do you say
Whoever
a
is-
lot of us?
Whoever is
How do you dictate your
No,
own
no, no,
manhood?
it is,
Let me
it
land.
is, he's correct, he's
Let me
correct, he's
land.
correct, but go on.
so a man could be, and I've heard a couple of examples like Alakija, and I don't know how realistic this is or how true this is. I've heard a couple of examples where she goes home and she still serves or she still polishes her husband's ego. And for me, that would be ideally what an Igbo or a traditional relationship should look like in terms of, regardless of whether.
Man said Igbo, this tribalist.
No, I take that back. A traditional relationship would look like whoever the breadwinner is gets his ego or her ego massaged more, right? Or more often than the other person. But what the reality is in our era or in our day and age is most of us end up dating women within our age brackets that are either doing similar to what we're doing or more than or less than, depending on how you find your situation, right?
I love.
No, let him actually get to the
So,
end of this point.
in the situation where I'm a finance man and meet a partner or have a partner that's also a finance lady, yeah, and is earning 4 times my alawi or 4 times my pay, I'm not asking or I'm not demanding, oh, the man decides to be the house husband. No, I'm not trying to define whatever plays out in your relationship. I feel like everybody or every person should define their relationship with what they're most comfortable
What
with.
works for them?
What works for them, exactly. But I fear that most people in our generation, we hide under the disguise of, I can be comfortable with this situation. And when that situation starts to play out, because there's a truth, there's a perception and there's a reality between what plays out and what your expectations.
What your expectations
You
are.
understand me?
Okay,
So,
so
sorry, I want to ask, I don't want us to go from this topic, right?
Yeah.
So, on this your point, what do you think the role of a man is in his home?
Okay, so people would define a man as a provider.
What you
they
think?
say, what do you
I
think?
would, I would define, so most people would define a man as, if you're not a provider, you're a useless man. I would define a man as a leader.
Okay.
So,
A leader.
a leader, right? And I agree with most people that would come up with the perspective that a leader has to provide. To show, like, to lead by example, you have to be the one on top. But I would also put that into realistic context in terms of it would not always play like that in every example, right? So at one instance in your family life, your mother could have been the one on top. But why us as children or us as kids back then, and I'm just taking it back to the Stone Age or our parental ages, why most of us would not have noticed that is there is a perfect respect, or there's that union where the man back in our parents' age was always the leader, regardless of if you earn 1 kobo, 5 kobo, 2 kobo, and everything. And that is why it buttresses my point in terms of when I keep hearing stories about an Lakija, you know, to serve her husband,
I want
bows
actually,
down,
No,
blah,
I
blah, blah,
want
blah.
to
See,
let you speak. but
Now,
need-
I don't want to
I need
forget my
him to
train of
actually
thought.
Complete his thought process.
No,
right?
I don't want to forget my train of
No,
thought.
please, jump in.
So what I want to ask, see,
Okay.
do you guys know why our generation has a shit ton of divorces?
I know, but go on.
Huh?
I think
Can
I
you
have
tell,
it.
Abel?
Okay.
Tell me.
I think it's this thing. There's a lot of see, let me tell you.
Yeah.
If you want to be honest with yourself,
Yeah.
where we are at today,
Okay.
as a people, we are not ready for role restructuring in traditional relationships.
You think we'll never be ready?
I think over time, I'm seeing a lot of things that I didn't know that people were comfortable with happening. Do you understand? But I'm saying to you,
I want to hear what you have
listen
say.
to me now. As at today that I'm speaking to you, now, what do I mean by we're not ready? Take, for example, your average Nigerian lady does not believe that a double income household should signify a double income expenditure.
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, just allow me, let me get to where I'm going. Now, I have dated Barbies that work. See me, based on my training, he says it's Igbo, whatever it is. My wife is Oriako. Come and eat what I have. Do you understand? So, when, once she's working, my belief is she's working so she doesn't have to disturb me for all those things that will irritate me. Because my wife not supposed to message me and say, hi baby, please when you are coming home, buy me pad. No, I'll run mad.
But she can message me.
Do you understand?
Hi, baby,
This is like, as in, it will be those little things. I would feel that I should be able to create an environment that allows her to make enough income to floss on her girls and do her own things. What damages a lot of relationships, is externals. When people are, it happened in my home, like, as in what I mean in my home, growing up, I used to see it, like, where a man taking care of the wife's extra family responsibilities would make him feel like he's loving his wife. What do I mean by that? Okay, Igbo people marry the wife and then they marry the family. So my father says to me, when he's talking to me, he says to me, you have to work hard because what it means is, once you have arrived as a man, what makes you a man is that you have taken your responsibilities and that of others. So if I marry my wife now, case in point, if my wife is not from a well-to-do home or maybe she's from a comfortable home, I'm concerned about what her brother's doing, what's her dad doing, what's her cousin doing. They all have to be doing well. Yeah. This is how Igbo is going to every relationship. But today's society, that's what that's the mentality. I'm just listen to me. I'm just listen to me. That's what I'm saying to you. Listen. Now, do you know what this brings about? It brings about something called total submission.
Yeah.
Now, your generation wants total submission, but you're not ready to pay the price for total submission.
Hello, I apologize.
No, let me just listen to me. Listen to me. My man, if equality stood you in the first for 5 minutes, you wouldn't be. They can't take equality for 5 minutes. I'm not even talking about the ladies. I am talking about the guys. Torres, let me tell you something. I just want to ask you a direct question. Let me ask you, equality, right? You did now. We go guys' night out. As we go the guys' night out, tell me the truth. You don't want your wife to call you, Abi?
No, yeah.
Your wife come out. She go girls' night out. Yeah. 11, you never see him. 12, you never see him. 1, you never see him. Yeah. Be honest with yourself. Can you take it?
100.
You can take it?
100.
Okay.
100.
Okay.
I'm taking it.
See.
Thank you, and that's what I
Let me tell you something. I think it's just. I don't know.
Please, you don't do it.
My man. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you
something. Larry, see, I'm not deviating from what I said, and I'll say it. So you take my words as gospel. And it is why we are where we are.
Yeah.
Because people go into these relationships and they have a pact. They'll be like, when we get married, this is what is going to happen. Baby, I would want a scenario where when your salary comes in, we have a joint account or whatever it is. I'm just telling you, like now.
G, you're going too far.
Just let me. Can I speak? Let me speak. Stop cutting me off.
I try not to, but
Let me speak. It's simple. It's not like as in you just need to let me speak and you'll be fine. No problem. See, you're in a relationship. I'm in a relationship. He's in a relationship. Let's not go far. I want to use your partner.
Yeah.
Your partner makes beautiful dresses.
Yeah.
She's a dressmaker. She does a bouquet business. Tomorrow, the thing about businesses is in corporate structure, you almost can calculate career progression, but you can't do that in business. Yeah. You can be like a small business today, and tomorrow, maybe say, Delta State government say they won't put flowers for 10 kilometers. You don't finish now. Do you understand? Now I want to ask you a simple question. Your wife has to start taking these meetings. Late night meetings. Your wife is going to come back. Now you say a man, what makes a man is that he should be a leader. Let me tell you now, Mr. Leader. Leader, you did for your leading. Your wife get call. Hello? Please, we need you to fly here and assess this situation. Off the top of her head. She has to travel.
Yeah. So why is that?
Listen now. She no need consult leader. Because as at this particular point, listen to me now. Listen to me now. See, I think you people don't understand.
Yeah, I just want to know.
I don't think what you understand what financial independence does.
G.
And I think that's
Let
the
me
point.
just
That's
break
the point.
this
That's
out.
why I said you should let him
We're
land.
going too far.
Because there was a point, there was where he was heading to, and I wanted him to land there.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to hold it.
Yeah.
G.
Right?
We're going too far. And let me just bring it to realistic terms.
Yeah, realistic
My man,
terms.
The pilot, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you fly realistically 5 days every week, right? For every flight you're taking and every sleepover you're having, you're most likely telling your partner
Therefore.
before you get those trips, right?
Yeah.
And this is your job.
Yeah.
And you earn maybe 10 times what your partner would realistically be earning as of today.
What does partner realistically be earning mean?
Okay. I don't know. I don't
Like
want
if
to
she's
judge.
working
300K.
If she's working a 9 to 5
300K.
now,
It depends on who you're getting with.
Frank, let's don't do that.
Like,
300K. Assume
What
that-
does 300K? 300K in today's economy?
Yes. Average
My man,
Nigerian earns less than 300K.
sorry, I'm very sorry. Where did we start from? Wasn't the question you asked, are you comfortable with somebody marrying
Okay, hold
from
on.
a rich home?
Hold on. Sorry, hold on. Frank,
From a richer home?
Frank,
Do you not understand what a richer home means?
Frank, hold on.
A richer home, do you know what it means? Let me tell you what it means.
I'll progress.
Eh?
Just let me finish.
Should I tell you what?
Both of
Don't.
you would need to let the other person
Let's
speak.
No,
I will
it's simple.
progress
We'll keep
gradually.
cutting each
No,
other.
no.
I want to start from.
Answer his question. If we answer
You
his
guys are not
question,
answering questions.
just answer his question. It's very simple.
And that's see.
Why are you telling me about a 300K babe?
That's something
Are you
we'll
okay
have to
with
do.
your wife
Listen.
or having more money than you?
I answered
He
that
said yes.
question.
So hold on.
100%.
Are you okay, Frank?
Let me ask.
Am I okay with
Frank's
my-
okay with it.
Yeah.
I'll be very, very honest with you. I would rock any situation. What I mean by rock any situation, she has more money than me, good and fine. Because that she has more money than me doesn't mean
mean
that
you're poor.
she's coming into my relationship to come and maybe
Dictate.
like take
That
my
is-
balls
that is-
away.
that is- that
Do you
is-
understand?
that is-
Listen to me,
I
Faye.
think
But
I need to
do you know
explain
where the
something.
problem comes in?
It's when she
The
starts to
problem
dictate,
comes
right?
in is not when she starts to dictate.
So,
When the family, because people do not understand that the bigger
Family.
problems
That
come
is
from.
the issue of. That's where Collins came in and said
Well, I said what?
the leader thing, bro. You need
How?
to be. Forget about.
Can you lead a family?
Can I actually
Can
answer
you
this
genuinely lead? Let's be realistic. I just want to ask a question, so you guys will tell me.
So we go away from-
wait
we're
now.
not going-
Just
wait,
let me
wait,
ask
wait,
my
wait.
okay,
question.
answer your question.
Can you lead a family
If you're not the
that will
breadwinner.
trample you?
So can you ask that question differently?
Just yeah.
It's
like
a simple
layman's
question.
terms.
Okay, it's a very, very simple one. I don't want to use alakija.
No, use.
No,
yeah,
there are all
layman's
those
terms.
alakija is
Yeah.
big. Huh? I'll ask you now.
Can you?
I'm a trader's son. Let me use this. Fantastic.
Okay.
My father struggled, put me to a school in maybe Jand or something. I get to Jand and I meet a senator's daughter. Now, I get engaged to the senator's daughter. Every time senator's daughter wants to come and see me, I see the mopo, I see the spend power. We're like, as in, I know say this no be my setting. I want to ask you, can I genuinely be a leader to such a scenario?
150%, I believe so.
Okay.
So please let me answer the question, because you asked the question I've not answered. Right? So your question is, can you date somebody that's any more than you, or marry somebody that's any more than you?
A family that's richer than
Leave
you.
family. The
Don't
question
say
is the person.
person has more money than you.
The person has more money.
Okay,
than you.
I swear what I got from that was family.
No, leave family.
Look,
And
let's
my
even transcend
answer,
to family.
Leave family.
Family is
To be
too
fair,
important.
to be fair,
Family
is not
changes
that
the
deep for me
dynamics.
because
So.
Family is not that deep for me
bro.
because
I think it's deep.
I can actually bypass the dynamics of family in my
Family, thank you.
relationship.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Now, my answer would be
And that
no.
is a very, very
You
important
can't date,
thing.
so
that
he's just answered it. He's
My
just
answer
giving a
would be
crucial
no.
answer, and I want to know why.
Right? My answer would be no.
You can't date someone richer than or earning
Yes.
more than you.
Mhm.
Yes.
Right? I wanna
And
know
my
why.
reason would be based off on experience,
Yeah.
right? The average woman in Africa hasn't been brought up
Yes.
to actually understand their role in a relationship when they are leading financially.
Financially, yes.
I don't want to run a risk. As I am, I handle life differently from most guys, right? Before I make any financial decision, I call my wife. This is what we want to do. This is the plan. Now, the idea is I will lead the vision of the family.
Nice.
You understand? Babe, these are planned for this year, next year, 2 years from now. And this is how we expect to make money 2 years from now. Now, most guys don't do that. Most women have no idea
What that is.
of what that is.
Of how to navigate
Of how
that.
to navigate that. So when
Yeah.
your wife starts making more money than you,
100.
right? They make financial decisions off rip. Or take decisions off rip. Money brings power. I know we're going to try to
Mad power, like as in
right? We will navigate it up and down, but money brings power. And if you don't know
how to handle the power that comes
it
with
will
money.
mess with you. Let me use an example.
It brings total submission. You not going even know
I will
say
say, like I said,
you
I'm
dey
looking for
mellow.
experience,
You dey mellow.
If you ever get to a
money
point,
really bring
it
power.
brings power.
Money.
Oh God, it brings
Money.
Power. It brings power that
Faye,
can mess
make
with
I ask
you.
you, make I tell you that our guy, Shay, we dey talk about our guys we don't marry into significantly wealthy families. If you see the children, they are usually in charge of the children. Do you understand what I mean by in charge? Is like they'll be the man in those relationships.
Sorry, I'm sorry. You keep telling me to allow you speak finish. I cannot. The reason is because I see the future from the start. You're mad if you think, and I'm telling you this, yeah. If I meet an Alakija's daughter, yeah, and she chooses, or we end up loving each other and want to get married, and you think there is a single woman on planet Earth that her money would change me and I would start to be.
God bless you. So hold on, please, back answer.
That's the point. No, wait. I'm about to get to it.
You know what in they blow my mind? You know what in You know what in they blow my mind? I been they make points. It cut me off. But you know why they laugh?
Let me get to my point.
If you see Alakija daughter, you go feel full am talk.
It's no problem. Most likely, maybe not.
Okay, I could give you no. Why you want see am full am talk? Like as he wetin you talk?
Why you don't go full am talk?
My man, see. If na one day fairy tale, fairy tale.
Okay, he no full am talk. The girl walks up to him.
Fantastic. So already from the beginning of the relationship, him be Saka.
How? Because the girl walks up to you, he go be Saka.
Now when these guys get them wrong,
My man.
you define power in a relationship by finances.
That's right now.
And that's mad,
It's
bro.
right.
That's mad. How do you define power in a relationship?
I've
by
told you
who
before,
earns
my man.
most money?
And I don't get to explain that.
My man,
That's
for
why I always
everybody
get
that,
listen.
my man, this guy said something to you. This guy said something to you. This guy said something. The only thing you people, the only thing.
But money is equatable in
My
some
man.
instances to power.
The funny
And
thing,
I hate
the
when-
funny thing
I hate
about
when
it,
powerful people
my man,
relate
my
money
man,
and power
my man,
as
my
the
man.
same.
The funny thing about this thing is when you open your mouth and you say money is not power.
Money is not power.
Please.
Money is not power.
Please.
Like that because money is
My man.
Money
I know people wey get money wey no get power.
See, for this table, na me get the loudest voice. When I stop, they shout. Allow me to end my point. Let me say to you, see, my man, I am telling you, I'm not talking about trader fucking money. I'm talking about you see people spend the net worth you are accustomed to in a fucking night. You will behave.
money is power.
Do you know why you will behave? My man, you've just seen.
You calculate.
Wetin they can you carry yourself?
Yeah.
They just use them. Let me explain something to you.
That's
Please.
it.
This man, my man,
can never be money.
my man. Let me tell you something.
in an
My
environment.
man. What do you
Because
say?
there's always
So,
someone
what do you?
There's always someone earning money.
My man, let me tell you
when
something.
You put yourself in
let
an
me tell you
environment
something.
by what
Do
the
you
pocket
know?
takes,
Do you know as
that's
a man?
bullshit, bro.
Do you know as a
It's what is in
man?
here, bro.
Do you know as? Oh, now your brain power they make you man.
Mad, yes, 150%.
Also, you smart.
Well, I pride
As
myself
in
on
what
that.
setting would you come out and you say, "Oh, I'm the smartest person in the room"?
In every setting.
Ferrari, let me tell you something.
truly feel that.
You walk into any room. Do you know what you do as a man?
I give everyone
You
an
discount
Money.
things. Let me tell you how. You meet this guy, you see this guy, he's richer than you.
How do you see
Or
someone like
just let me explain to you.
now.
You can know.
I
Fair?
can enter a room and the poorest guy can.
See, the problem with this is is like they are making it seem like there's something else happening
not
here.
you, like,
My
you
man,
know.
you don't get money past
I'll
you.
chop this guy's eye. You walk into a room.
You go club, you see say somebody chop.
Number of figures, yeah? Nobody shows walking. Nobody
My man, I'm
shows
not talking
walking.
about that type of room.
No,
I know you talk room where you dey go do truth or dare. See, listen to
So what
me.
room?
Right, listen to
What
me.
room I
Listen
walk
to
in?
me.
I walk in Domino's or
Right.
what?
I told you
What
something
room?
today. I said to you, Lagos Boat Club, Lagos Boat Club, they no allow Elumelu and Ovia enter according to Yans. Then they go form their own for Civic Center. They walked into a room and Old Money felt that they were not enough to be in that room. Rari, as men, we go to places. When you go to occasions, I'm telling you from an occasion point of view, e get as you go see how they take do this man, where they no do you. Now you go no say, but this guy is senior bros. You give him level.
Yes.
I'm not talking about when you guys are silent and everybody is chill. No, there is no room I walk into and you will decompose me, or there is no room like where you go make me look smaller. But we go pass on the oral aspects. But when I see people start to do walk-ins, way past my doings. Guys, they get walk-ins, they get doings. My yearly doings.
You're going off the chart because, bro.
This is not
You're
going off the
going
chart.
lifestyle.
Because you are already
You're going lifestyle, bro.
By every standard. I think I want to answer this question personalized to me. And Collins, please don't cut me short.
I'll
Rari,
cut you.
no, if you cut me short, I will wipe butt for your head. Don't cut me short again. See, this thing they very simple.
No,
Like, you understand?
Yeah.
You ask the question, please, Faye. No water I dey drink. You understand? Na gin I dey drink. Na kai. So ask me your question from start again. So I'll answer it, and I don't want you help him. Make I just ask me that your direct question, because what I got from your question is, can I marry somebody who comes from a richer home than I?
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
Don't
Please.
don't interpret the wrong.
Okay.
Just
Make him just ask.
Just cut this in that segment.
No. Let him ask me his question. Feel free, my man.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah, this boy is a police.
bastard.